Days after the last nuclear arms treaty expired between the United States and Russia, Moscow has said it will not breach limits of the expired treaty as long as the U.S. doesn't. Speaking in the Russian parliament's lower house, Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov said that Moscow will honor the moratorium on nuclear weapons agreed under the expired treaty. But Lavrov also made it clear that Moscow will honor the treaty only as long as the U.S. did not exceed the limit prescribed under the treaty.
The United States has given no official response to President Putin's initiative that both sides continue to voluntarily observe the Strategic Offensive Arms Treaty central limits on strategic offensive arms. Our position is that this moratorium on our side that was declared by the President is still in place, but only as long as the United States doesn't exceed the said limits. Overall, we will act responsibly and carefully, based on our analysis of U.S. military policy, which we conduct on a daily basis, and our assessment of the overall strategic situation.
The expired New START treaty restricted the U.S. and Russia to 1,550 deployed nuclear warheads each. This marks the first time in decades that there is no treaty to curtail the positioning of the planet's most destructive weapons, sparking fears of a fresh arms race between the United States and Russia. Trump has pushed for inclusion of China in talks to strike a new agreement. Lavrov also warned the United States that Russia will take measures, including military ones, if Greenland is militarized. In his speech, Lavrov emphasized that the Arctic region should remain a zone of peace and cooperation.
Of course, in the event of the militarization of Greenland and the creation of military capabilities aimed at Russia, we will take adequate countermeasures, including military ones. Our principled position is that, nevertheless, the Arctic should remain a zone of peace and cooperation.
The Russian foreign minister's comments come at a time when U.S. President Donald Trump has made annexing Greenland a key U.S. foreign policy priority. Trump has repeatedly called on Denmark and other European allies to hand over the territory to U.S. Trump claims that American ownership of the Danish autonomous territory is key to countering the growing influence of China and Russia in that region. While Trump has backed off threats to seize Greenland by force, several European countries have sent small contingents of troops to the island nation. Trump had previously warned that if the United States did not seize Greenland, Russia or China could.